Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Game off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Plain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let's get it. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me see how all systems go. You guys know the drill. So far we do look good. Everything seems to be working. And yeah, today is Thursday. Let's see what we got going on in the charts here and take it from there. So start off here with the calendar. Good old Thursday. What do we have today? A bit of USD unemployment claims. This is pretty important news for the USD. I expect there to be a reaction here on gold. The reason being is that what we've seen here is we've seen USD actually start to go, and we've seen discussions about recessions and basically non-good employment data. So if we see unemployment claims tick up here, which I'm expecting, then what we're going to see is we're going to see a reaction in gold where towards the upside as people start to hedge, being scared of the USD. So this is going to be something really important. We could see some yen strength come in if that's going to be the case. Now, if we go ahead and look at technicals, as for London session, we are clean here. Nothing really we need to worry about. We have economy watchers sentiment that was 37 minutes ago. Don't really know what that is, nor do I think it's important, as we haven't seen any reaction here on the chart. So looking at what we have going on in terms of price action, let's go ahead here and move drawings and start on the daily time frame. So previous daily, wow, first proper support all the way since 197. So it's only taken more than 1,000 pips to form a good daily support. And yeah, we formed a good daily support here. So what does this mean for price? Well, nothing much just yet, but it does mean that, hey, the majority of that just back-to-back daily downside is pretty much over, right? So now we're going to start to create some structure, range potentially after such a heavy move down. Good thing is ranges are pretty massive, so even if we do range, it's not too worrying here. But I would expect, for us to form some sort of range here. And yeah, to see what's going on. So previous daily closed bullish. Previous 4 hour as well is also closing technically bullish here. Not the best though. Now this is where it becomes a little bit complex, because the way that this is closed is kind of back inside the range. So as much as I want to be mixed bias here, bias does say it's bullish based on previous daily, previous 4 hour, which means I should be looking for buys. But with this 4 hour close, it's really not confidence inducing at all. And if we start to look at the buying ranges, you'll start to see what ends up happening. But it does make sense based on bias to buy. Looking at structure as well, we do have a higher high, kind of forming a higher low here. We're not confirmed till we close another candle bullish here. So moving down, let's bring back some drawings here. Let's go ahead and mark our new daily support here, which is going to be this as well. So we put this as DS. Let's go have a look at 4 hour here, see what we got going on in 4 hour. We have, this is our previous 4 hour resistance, which seems to be still reacting off till today here. Let's move this down to, let's just put a new line here, 4 hour support, 4S. Now, if we go down on the time frames here, let's make this accurate. See what we got going on. 1 hour time frame has the same support here as well. So probably sells don't make sense till we break 4 hour support. So if we start to break 4 hour support and form structure below 4 hour support, I believe we could look to sell counter trend. Not counter trend though, it's counter session bias, right? There's a difference between counter trend and counter session bias. I think it's okay sometimes to go against session bias if we're just really not seeing price want to continue up, but we have to be careful. Now this doesn't make it easy for us to sell because we're not seeing the session bias be bearish here. So we can't really take the first sells because that's most likely going to end up being in a fake out here. So we have to see structure below here. Good thing is this is a pretty massive range here. We're dealing with, till here about 83 pips. Definitely enough range. Now what's interesting is we have what I call a cascading support, which means that 1 hour support is higher, 30-minute support is a little bit lower, and then the 15 is even lower than that. So that's always annoying because you can't really trade in that zone as you're trading straight into the 4 hour support. But if we mark this 15-minute support here, this is probably more than likely where your sells are going to come, but you can't just sell straight below that. You need structure to form because we're bullish bias. Now, this is where I have issues for the buys, is that there's no really clean range. If we look at this, this is resistance, resistance, resistance. Jump up a time frame, we have the same story. Even on the 1 hour, we have the same story here. Realistically, we don't have clean buys till 186,500. So if we're looking for buys, basically whatever happens in here has to be our catalyst for buys. Whether coming down, retesting support, creating some sort of structure, and then we continue up to trade towards the upside. Otherwise, we're looking to sell below here, to be honest. So this is going to be interesting. This previous range, I feel we have tapped it twice. If we look at where the 5 minute is reacting, I would like to mark this previous range, check 5 minute, boom, right on point. So that's where we've been reacting here. So we're going to put this P15 RNG range, right? So our previous 15 range. So realistically, sells below here would be better. Inside of here might be a fake out zone. We'll have to see how structure forms in here. That's a 20 pip range though. But definitely no sells till below the 4 hour support, because this could just be a retest. Now, what could be nice is that we have 4 hour setup 3 coming in, but this is also a previous 4 hour support here. That's why we're reacting off that. Okay, we can just put this as P4S 4R, sorry. That's easier to type. So yeah, this makes it complicated. This could just be retest. This could be retest. This is what a lot of people are going to get caught out with here. So what I'm actually looking for is I'm looking for supports to buy back up. If not, I'm looking for structure below here for sells, right? Structure below for sells. So this is what we can type here. Structure below for sells. That has to be the plan here. You can't really look for just a clean close below. Why? Because we are bearish and a bullish bias. Moving on to gold here. That's pretty much it for GJ. We'll have to see more price action to develop buys. So if we look at gold here, previous daily here closing bearish, previous 4 hour closing bullish, mixed session here. Do have a 4 hour resistance somewhere up here, which can be entertained as a target here. So we can go ahead and clone this, bring this to our 4 hour resistance as a max target. That would be the top of your range, right? That would be top of your range, kind of a zone you're looking to hit. Now, if we move down to lower time frames here, we can see 1 hour is kind of hovering at this previous resistance here. 30 minute as well, hovering at that resistance, 15-minute resistance a little bit higher. So we know that if we clear that 15-minute resistance, we'll also be clearing that 1 hour. So buys above here start to kind of make sense. Now for sells, we've been running this bullish structure for now. We do have mixed bias with daily candle here closing bearish, and we do have daily candle actually closing below the range here. So this could just be a top wick for the daily to go and retest again and finish filling this wick here at the daily support. So this is where 1 hour looks like it's creating a nice resistance formation here. Retesting top of range. Did have break of structure here. 30-minute is doing what? I don't like all these. This is what makes it complex. On 1 hour, it does look good to continue down. But when you dive down into what's been happening on lower time frame, this is beautiful high-low structure here. Right? You can see 5-minute holding very good high-low structure. So we need some sort of juice to be able to break this. You know what would be perfect here, guys? What would be perfect is to see price break these highs, wick it, and then close down below here. Damn, I would sell that, come back, retrace this whole move potentially all the way back to 4 hour support. That's exactly what I would like to see for sells. So hopefully we get that for sells, because that's going to make it straightforward. Buys above here start to make sense. Yes, if we start closing above, it does make sense for that. You know, and as long as we're below this 1 hour, which we are at the moment, right? You can see this previous 1 hour. This one right here, nothing closed above that. So as long as we're below that, buys really don't make sense. It's a bit too early as well for the buys here. So also the sells. I mean, I'm not comfortable selling right now, breaking the lows here, until basically we at least have a 1 hour closing bearish, right? Because this could flip in 14 minutes, end up closing the 1 hour bullish above, and then we're looking for buys, right? This could just flip, grab liquidity right where it is, boom, close above, it's gonna fill that zone. You know, so we need that confirmation to try sell, and that's going to involve us coming down here and, you know, coming up first to retest and then trying to come down. And you're kind of basing it off 1 hour, to be honest, right? You're basing it off 1 hour. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking for on gold here. There's a little bit more information here to try catch sells towards the downside if that happens. Otherwise, looking for buys above that 15. Looking for buys above the 15. So put that there. And that's basically the analysis here. Not too complex here, not crazy movement we've had in Asian, more, you know, letting a little bit of price action forms so that we can capitalize on it, right? That's going to be the goal today. So let's see what ends up happening here, and if we can catch something here and see what we can do with it. So yeah, as always guys, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill here. Can we do the YouTube business? Leave a like on the stream. 250 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Get the likes up to 300, would appreciate it. Actually, it's not possible because there's only 200 people, but 100 will do. And yeah, let me put the scam likes in chat. Start poll. I'll actually also want to look at GU today as well, just to have as a pair. So we're going to do that now. Perfect. I think Nightbot got banned from my chat somehow. Imagine Nightbot banned itself. That would be super funny. How do you unban people from chat? He's tweaking so hard. If he banned himself, yeah, I don't know what's happening. He hasn't been working for days. Mr. Nightbot. Let's see. I have to check this after stream. This is annoying. Nightbot tweaking, man. Alright, let's go have a look at GU like I said I would do here. Run down the analysis. So daily time frame here, closing bearish still. Above this previous daily resistance. Kind of a weak wick close here, right? 4-hour time frame, this previous 4-hour resistance here. Not sure if it's going to still be relevant or not. Based on price action, we have seen a bit of reaction from it, but I wouldn't assume so with how current price action has been. Let's see what 1 hour is saying here. 1 hour, previous 1 hour, we can put this 1 hour support here. That can go. So sells below previous daily resistance do make sense. 30-minute is clean though. 15-minute is messy, but 30-minute is clean above this 15-minute resistance here to buy towards the upside. Potentially back into this 30-minute zone here. Yeah, then there's a bit of wicks here, so this could be a little bit of a watch. What is it on 15? Yeah, it's like a 15 resistance. Yeah, I think buys above there would make sense. Just put it to match the 15 so you make sure you're above everything. Yeah, something like that would make sense, I think, on GU here for buys. Now for the sells, you probably want to leave this range here or have set up 5 down. You know, that would be ideal here. Set up 5 down. Just form one more support, let that support fail, then close below wherever that support was created to continue down to previous daily resistance and the lows of the range. So yes, log into Nightbot to see if it's still activated. I did log into Nightbot and it's still activated, but I want to know if I part my channel, will it delete all of my settings? Does anyone know that? When it comes to 1 minute candles, you only utilize them when there's heavy price action, like you wouldn't consider using 1 minute any of the setups? No, because it's not enough confirmation. That is like a very specific strategy for a very specific situation where we're just pushing. Settings should stay? Okay, wish me luck. Okay, we're on to something. We're on to something. Let's see what's going on. We might be able to fix this. Alright, just a question. Since 30-minute glows above the range, you think it's set up 7 minutes breaking high? It's too early. And we're also below that 1 hour, right? You need something closing back above there. Okay. Alright, give me a sec. Almost fixed it. Let's see. Is he back? Nightbot sucks, bro. Oh, he's back. Yo. There we go. Alright, he's back. Did it lose all my commands? Let's see. No, he didn't. Okay, good. Alright, sorry for that. We're all good now. Alright. GJ's doing what? Close below here on GJ. It's tough for me to sell above the 4-hour support here, really. I'll be going against bias. This is what I was talking about, the sells on gold. If we close above here in 3 minutes, which is possible, buys would make sense here. Buys would make sense. So it is trying. Yeah, for gold, you need something above this resistance here, right? Then above there, we have some nice range to continue towards the upside, you know? Going GJ Thunder. Thunderstorm for buys or what? Which thunder are we talking about? There's no thunder just yet. We're at support on 5 minute. Thunder would be outside of support. Oh, this one right here. Yeah, that wouldn't count as an actual thunder as we're not outside of the range. Might get a setup 3 though, might get a setup 3. We're outside 15 range, yeah, then you just call it setup 1, right? It's not even a thunder. You'd run setup 1 stop loss above 15 minute high, break of 51. There's no thunder, Claudio, because we're in a range. There's no thunder, you're entering break of 15 low. It's just a setup 1. Yeah, we'll see. 1 hour close here in 1 minute. Definitely bearish 1 hour close. We'll see how price wants to react. How much space do we have till 4 hour support is the question. You have about 14 pips. That's enough to get to break even. That's enough to get to break even. Hopefully last 30 seconds it just melts for you down to below 4 hour support would be ideal. See this 30-minute close here, not bad. 30-minute close, needs to break through this low here to continue. I'm B at 4 hour support. Yeah, 4 hour support definitely would be a break-even zone here. I think that's a smart idea, because if it could break through the lows of the 4 hour, it will just be like a setup 3. But if it starts to reject, that can just be the bottom wick for this daily, to flip here bullish, right? And if we can flip this daily bullish, this would be a good buying zone. Right, follow bias. For me, my sells are gonna come below the 4 hour support. See how gold closed here? Gold did what? Close, ooh, very close to closing above resistance, but we're starting to see price struggling now. 15-minute did close above this small resistance here, so yeah, next 15 can do it. Next 15 can do the business and close above here on gold. And yeah, especially if you create some nice 5-minute structure. 1 hour is obviously still closing bullish, so it supports that idea. Now the 1 hour is closing above this area here. That makes sense to continue based on 1 hour. I'm still gonna wait for 15, not to hold a 1 hour trade with no structure. Should make a 1 hour top wick. I mean, yeah, I think, you know, if price wants to just continue down now, then we should just see it pretty much push. I mean, it's very close to the 4 hour support right now. So you have to watch once it taps this zone. There's a high chance it taps that zone, you know. I don't see, unless it just respects this weird 5-minute support here and doesn't tap the 4 hour support and then starts to go up, yeah. You know, but otherwise, you know, for price to push here an extra 6 pips, I'd be surprised if it didn't. You know, just to retest 4 hour support and then see what happens. Stops are same for 1 hour. Why not take? Because on the 1 hour, we don't have structure. So your stops are just below a candle low. So you take it break of this high here. Your stops are just going below a random candle low. There's no structure to protect your trade here, right? But now if we can create some form of structure on the 15-minute by closing, or at least the 5, because look, the 5 explains more. This is how the candle was built. So that 1 hour candle was built with just bullish 5-minute candles. If price wants to retest somewhere, it's going to retest exactly where your stop loss is. Right? It's going to retest exactly where your stop loss is, which is not ideal. So let it create structure, then get above, and then that will be the buy's idea. Let's see what ends up happening. Is this a rejection formation? Well, it's hard to say because we're bullish bias, right? So you don't know what it wants to do at this point. For me, it could do anything it wants to do until we get below the 4-hour support. Once you're below the 4-hour support, it changes because now you're not respecting what has to be respected to continue down. To continue up, right? Because if we're bullish bias, this could be bottom wick of daily, another higher low, bottom wick of 4-hour. If we break the 4-hour support, that's where probabilities of sell start to come through, right? And that's where I can go counter session bias below. Above here, it's a question. You're questioning, does it, can I do it? Can it make sense? Harry, why is GJ so volatile these days? My SL is like 30 pips. Hey man, get used to 60 pips, 70 pips. We're having a JPY carry trade, right? I explained this before. Basically what happened is people were buying yen, borrowing yen to invest in US stock markets. They would buy yen, convert it to dollar, convert it to pound, and invest in stock markets. They'd make profit in stock markets and then put the money back to pay off the loan because yen was getting weaker. So they would get more yen, they would make more money from yen. And at the same time, they'd make money in stocks. When yen did a surprise rate hike, it became more expensive, right? It became more expensive, and guess what happened? Now it cost them more money. Now it cost them more money to pay back that loan. It cost them more money to basically, and especially when the stock market started crashing, they started taking losses in stock market. Taking losses where? Taking losses in paying back on the yen. So then they started quickly trying to pay off their loans before they take excessive losses. All of this resulted in what? In the yen getting extremely strong here, right? Extremely strong. Yeah, we're seeing this rejection come through now, right? This is why you need to be careful selling below that zone. Now, if buys are going to make sense from this position here, possibly above this zone maybe. We'll have to see how it forms. Hi, what is a recession? Can you explain? Well, they keep changing the definition, but ideally the definition is 2 back-to-back quarters. I think they changed it to 3 now, of negative GDP, right? Negative GDP, gross domestic product. Do a quick Google search of how that is calculated, right? So it is back-to-back quarters of, negative GDP, which means the economy is doing what? Not growing, right? And that is exactly why. What above 742 for buys? 742. 742. The problem is this resistance right here, man. This is where your issues start to become. If we look at it on 30, it does make sense though. This would be tight. It would be tight for sure. But depending on how it closes, 10 pips these days is not much with the stop losses that we're running. So depending on how it closes is how we could look to manage through that zone. As for gold, look at the rejection here, right? This is what I mean, 1 hour, no structure. No structure on 1 hour could create it. We could even close bearish in the next 1 hour and continue down. Everyone who was on stream yesterday, what did I say about yesterday's gold sells right here, right? Everyone was trying to sell gold. I told you it was too close to these supports here. It will probably end up just being a break-even trade. So look at the stop loss we had on yesterday's gold trade, right? Stop loss would have been 41 pips for no target. That's why I didn't take it. Other people might have taken it, and this is for sure a loss because 7-8 pips is, you know, shitty to go break even after 7-8 pips. Feels like you're a nit, feels like you're being too picky on your trades. And if you're planning to go break even so early without having good confirmation, then you're more than likely, you know, just wasting commission. Now, if we look at the range here, range didn't even make sense. It was 28 pips for this. And look, all it did is reverse, right? And that's my point of choosing the correct trades, right? It's not about taking every option. We're not here just to flex on stream, take 8 pips, close 8 pip profit with this big stop loss and say, hey, that's the trade for the day. That's not the point, right? Because if I manage my risk based on that, if I manage my risk based on how big my stop loss is, then 8 pips ain't gonna pay me shit. Sean got B. Yeah, I think that's a good decision, you know. Definitely, if this is gonna bounce out of here, you know, it's optimistic to take that. That was never in my plan to try trade above 4 hour support because of potential rejections like this, you know. Like bias is so weird. Bias like really is a clutch. Like every time everything points the opposite way, but bias is pointing up, laws of physics change. Laws of physics changed. I caught 120 pips on GG earlier today, 1 more percent to pass phase 1. Let's go, Sami. Close there, man. It will happen. I feel it. Just keep discipline, follow the plan, and don't do any emotional decisions. This is the time where you have to keep emotions on check, right? We've had actually quite a number of people being passing recently, right? And the reason behind this is that you've actually mentioned when you're close to passing. So the number one thing of the game here is you're done. It's 90% of phase 1 is done. Now you just have to, no matter what happens. I had this talk with someone else, you know, he was close to passing, and he's like, listen, I took a 2% loss. I only need you know, 1% to pass, etc., etc. What should I do? I said, do what you have been doing. Change nothing, you know. Even if you take another loss and you only need 1% to pass, but then you end up losing 2%. Now you need 3%. Don't chase that. Just pretend you're 10% away from passing. Like, it doesn't matter. What happens is that over time, it's inevitable that you will pass because it's been steadily growing. If you try ruin that by trying to rush for that last percent, that's what's going to happen. You're gamifying the process, right? Which is okay to gamify some parts of the process, but not a percentage part. You don't want to gamify saying, I have to reach this goal by X. You don't have to get that 1% because I'm so close. Because you'll just drive yourself further and further away, right? And your funded journey will end up being what? Will be the story of where you take a trade that's 1 pip from take profit, right? 1 pip from take profit and then reverses, you know, and you'll have that same feeling. Hi, I passed the one. Yeah, I remember when you in the group, you passed it. Now I got a new one. It's in negative. Oh, that's not good. Wish we could see what was going on. Definitely plan to come back. Thanks for all the help. You're always welcome, man. Let's see what you saying here. Oh, wow. Look at this. Strong close here, potentially. 17 minutes for the 30-minute close. What's this? Love to see some sort of structure here. Gold is still cooking here. Don't know what it's cooking up for us. Seems like a biryani at this point. I've passed phase 1 3 times, but failing the simple phase 2 because of trying to rush things. Yeah, for me that doesn't make sense logically in my head. How would you be able to gain 10% properly but then lose at 5%? You know, it feels like then that first 10% was you know, like, you know, what's the word? Was a bit like non-following a plan, right? It was a messy 10% just to get 10%, you know, over risking, over doing all of this because yeah, you know. But I mean, he said he's passed it how many times? 3 times. Lucky market cycle 3 times. That's very lucky to be able to do that, you know. How many others has he failed? Yeah, if you compare that, okay. But phase 2 should be way simpler than phase 1. You just take phase 2 super slow because you finished, you know, majority of the journey. Again, don't set time limits. I keep on saying this. I know it sounds repetitive, but it's true. Just can't rush that process. Can't rush that process. I'm not liking that there's no structure here. I'm not liking it. It's just a straight push up impulsively here. You know, where's the juice coming from to continue this move? So can we create some sort of 5-minute thunderstorm to give us the juice is the question here. Or maybe it doesn't even close above. You know, we'll see 11 seconds. High chance it should, but we never know. That's why we wait for closures. Down to the last second is when you have to wait for a closure. Down to this last second. Right, 1 minute, very impulsive candle here on the 1 minute. So yeah, we did close above, a little bit of a rejection wick here. I would love to see some sort of structure for a trade on GU. Gold as well, close below. This next 15-minute has the chance to close above, which would be good as well. GJ kind of just messing about at the moment. Not really giving us clear direction on GJ. See, pulling back, GBP USD pushing up here. I'd love some structure, please. That would be great here. Be great in this scenario to have some sort of structure. But I do think we could tap this 5-minute resistance first before forming structure. I also want to base this trade on the 30-minute because that's the time frame that's clean, is the 30-minute. So we'll come back to this after 13 minutes and see what's developed. We could possibly get a setup 3 as well. Sell gold, if that's your plan, then yes. I mean, for me, gold sells is only going to make sense with possibly a 30-minute closing bearish here, breaking structure, as well as a 15-minute bearish close below the range. And You know, it would be a bonus to have the 1 hour, but you know, by the time the 30 close below in 12 minutes, you might not get the 1 hour as well. But yeah, I would look to sell gold in that sense. That would be my personal plan for where to sell gold. How many scam likes we have? 173 and 167 real likes. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. That's not bad. Can get the likes up to 200, would appreciate it. You guys know the drill. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Let's get it. See what we got going on here. What's this? GJ pushing up now. Following bias here. Wish we had cleaner ranges for buys to take this bias play. 1 hour does look good for setup 2, but it's closing a bit deep now. MT5? What do you mean by MT5? Am I using MT5? Yes. I'm not using MT4, MT5. Uh-oh. That's not good, is it? Tube blasting through our zones. Hey, we get 5-minute structure? No, no 5-minute structure. Yeah, very tough. We might be able to take a retest play here where we close bullish, next one comes for retest. Easy. Easy work. Always lovely to have you as a trading partner. Is that the real Uncle Terry? Is that the real Terry that we know of? Isn't GUSL bigger than TP? Exactly. Exactly. Do you actually hate to say it? I do. It's super repetitive. You think I enjoy saying it, but you know, it's just to remind. It's kind of part of the YouTube business. That's why I call it. I do hate to say it. It's annoying. Very interesting range on 1 minute here. Very interesting range. It's definitely cooking something. And what's interesting about this range is we've not grabbed, I mean, you can count that as a grab liquidity from upside. Downside has not. But that's what I mean. You wanted to see the liquidity grab up first before coming down. Give you so much more confirmation. Now you don't know me? Alright, no problem. Now we had a guy in our group called Terry. I was wondering if it was you. I already liked it now. Let me call my girlfriend and ex also to give me a sit. No, no need that, man. No need that. Not that desperate. Are you kidding me? No need that. Relax. I lost 4% yesterday and another 4% from the day before yesterday and followed all my plans, but market was so volatile. This makes me feel scared to take another trade. 2 trades per day with 2% risk. First of all, lower that risk, man. Lower that risk. That's too much to be hitting 4% back-to-back days. First of all, if I ever take 3 losses in a row, I analyze what has changed. Something has to have changed. I can't be trading for 2 years, 1.5 years on live and have consistency and then something goes wrong, which is my fault. It's either something has changed in the market or psychologically I have not noticed myself doing something. Right? Right? So this is what's happened. So you have to see what's going on. You have to check your trades, right? You have to see, okay, obviously market was super volatile. I think you're not following your plan, because I've never seen such a volatile market in basically my whole time trading. So if you're taking trades in such a market, that means that you're probably not following a plan, because when was that plan tested in those conditions? That plan was never tested in those conditions. It's impossible, because this is the first time we've had such an event, right? That's what I'm saying. Check EU, please. All right, let's see EU analysis here. Daily time frame, previous daily close bearish, back inside the range. Previous daily resistance is somewhere up here, so you need to watch that as a retest zone. 4 hours looking like break of structure. Yeah, maybe it wants to make its way back up to 9525. I think for buys at the moment, what you'd have to see is potentially like this to pull back, create setup 2, form structure, boom, take it for buys. Kind of will be the same play on GU, I'm assuming here, you know, form structure for buys. I would have moved to break even probably on this GU position with no structure. It's very hard. That's my point. You have nothing to hold your trade up. Gold is cooking something. I don't know what it's cooking, but it's definitely cooking. This 50 might be able to close above here. What's GJ doing? GJ is still trying to make its decision here. Yeah, this is why this trade was tough here, right? Respected 5 support as well. How did we manage that? I know Sean went break even and stuff. But more importantly, do we understand what's happening? Gold pumping? Uh-oh. Oh, man. I told you it's cooking something, that's for sure. Cooking something just for sure. Big boy 5-minute candle here. Since nice multiple rejection 1 hour, yeah, the problem is, will it grab liquidity from the lows first? Because it did it from the highs here, will it do the lows? Whereas if we get a close above, it's doing what all these candles could not do. High chance we're going to get a close above. Or the continuation with confirmation, right? So how big is this if you, let's say you just ripped it impulsively, break of high? 41 pips, how much you have to there? 32. Yeah, you're not even getting a 1-to-1 max TP, guys. So we really wanted a 15-minute close above so we can put stop loss like 20 pips, 23 pips, 24 pips, right? Because where are you going to put stop loss? Stop loss has to go below the range, right? Below the range is 42 pips. Target up here is 31 pips. You know, unless gold does a madness and gives you extra volume, which is possible. Gold leaving a data is not very kind. It's okay, actually. Because it either closed above or it didn't. Because if it didn't close above, then there's nowhere we can put stops that make sense. Very interesting move here to see what time did this 1 minute candle come from. This 1 minute candle came at 10:24 here. 10:24 we saw this 1 minute candle. Definitely cooking something. Maybe some news has come out, we'll have to see. I sold gold? Oh. Hopefully you have a plan with that. Quick question, bro. When do you opt for stops below the range as opposed to the breakout candle? Well, in this situation, you had no breakout candle. So there's no chance you're putting stops anywhere but the range. But let's say we did close above. and it was this candle that did close above, you're also putting stops below the range because that's where your structure is. Sorry guys, I hit sell, market doesn't like me. Yeah, I told you it's too early to sell till we close below here or close 30-minute bearish, right? Guys, I don't say things for bullshit reason. Like, there is a way to trade, you have to understand. GU almost all the way back inside the range already. Gold no confirmation. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate to have that push without confirmation. Would have been nice if we had the confirmation to take it. But even based on 1 hour doesn't make sense, you know. Target here is already met. I wonder if you would have got to a 1-to-1 if you pushed it. 42, 42. All right. So it's interesting time. 10:20 something. 1 minute candle come out here. FU candles. Very interesting. Quarter 50 pip impulse entry break of high. Well, I know that's a lie for a fact because price has not even moved 50 pips break of high. Move 42. So come on. Let's see what it ends up forming. Now it'll be fun to see, okay, what are we going to do with this? I was looking through some of these plans here, but I always like to discuss them on stream. GU plan, I agree with. This was great. Sells as well, better like that. Or set up 5 here is what I would only add. Gold plan, I think we're on the same thing. This I agreed with him. This we added feedback here. Let's see, Shadams sells below. Yep, agree. Buys above. Daily BE close. Structure, yeah, I like this plan, man. This is the same plan as me. It was definitely cooking something in here, but pushed through. See what GJ is doing. GJ here is closing a bullish here at this resistance, basically. So we're at this kind of whole zone here. So it needs to make up its mind. It's a very messy zone, right? You don't have range to trade. Excuse me. You have 5 pips to 500, 86. And then you have 14 pips to top of range. Stop loss is around 42 pips. If gold close above 97, we have a 100 pip range to fill. Yeah, that's on daily though, right? We're not trading daily. We have actually to the 4 hour to 403. That's max target for today is 403. GU looks like a fake out. Yeah, normally no structure, right? So what can price? The thing is we don't know yet. So this is where GU we could actually trade wick fills as well. But that's the point of taking a trade no structure. Even if we took it impulsively to be aggressive, you're out break even. So you just waste effort, time, emotion. And you knew that. The reason you knew that because there was no structure. There's nothing to hold this trade up. This trade can literally come all the way back down to here and still structure is not created. But when structure is created, you have something for price to respect. Because look, all it's doing is just retracing an impulsive move, and impulsive moves normally don't have price to hold something up, right? But sometimes there's just raw volume and it keeps pushing. But we haven't seen that for a while towards upside. Let's see. What is gold doing right now? 5 minutes slowly chugging along here. DJ, flip entry? What do you mean by flip entry? There's no range. There's no range. That's the problem. Where are you trading to? Trading straight into resistance. We have 30-minute resistance there. We have 1 hour resistance there as well. What do you think about a rule like no trading when everything is pointing opposite of bias? Depends, because if everything's not pointing opposite of bias. You know? Like, we are forming what the bias says already. The problem is that it's hard to find a trade when bias is saying bullish, but there's no ranges to trade, if that makes sense. That's the issue. So it looks like there's nothing pointing to bias, but the reality is that there's just no ranges. See what I'm saying? So the only ranges that they were clean today was for sells, which trick everyone, right? We know that that's going to fake out. Yeah, but that's the trick, because bias was bullish. So like, you're like, oh, it's a clean range for sells, but bias is bullish. Be careful. Until we get below 4 hour support, any rejection could happen. Yeah, there's no buys, but then that means you just don't take a trade. You don't say, okay, there's no buys, so I take a sell. It's not what you say. You know? If there's no range for buys, then you're just not taking a trade in this range until there is an area to buy. You don't break a rule to make an excuse to take a trade, because otherwise you end up in a loss or a higher percentage chance of losing. Well, you could also always look at Euro USD. Yeah, I don't want to add too many pairs. I don't like that. Euro USD faked out fully. Close back in the range. You'd need like a setup 2 for Euro USD. GBP USD is working on, you know, trying to retrace this move here. It's respecting topper range, which is quite nice. 30-minute did close bullish here. Wonder if we could get a wick fill entry. 5-minute candle here closes at 3 minutes. Let's see how this 5 closes. This might be the structure retest entry, right? Retest entry. Seeing it reject here on 5-minute for Mr. GJ. Gold also forming some form of resistance here. This 5-minute candle will have to close strong bullish here to make sense. Shall see here. Around 1 minute something. Now the idea behind this potential opportunity would be 30-minute did close above here, wick fill on the 30-minute, continuation to retest this zone here. Expecting the 1 hour to close above bullish. Liquidity grab from previous low. Literally a wick fill setup here, relying on 5-minute structure higher low. But if it closes something weak like this, I don't know how much I trust it. I see something a little bit more decent. Maybe an engulfing candle on 5. This would be good. Looks like it spiked from Lithuania inflation news. That's weird. Right, 5-minute close coming through here. Can we make a bottom wick? You know, I do want to give this a shot. Break of this 5-minute high here. Yeah, I want to give this a shot on GU. Break of this 5-minute high. Wick fill on 30-minute. There we go. Broke the high there. Stop loss going to put down here. TP going to be up here. Back up to the 1 hour resistance. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Just gonna go toilet, be back. All right, let's see how we react at this 5-minute resistance, something we might need to watch and be careful about. All right, tapping this 5-minute resistance. Let's see if we can continue bullish here. What I do want to do is adjust my stop loss to this lows. We shouldn't have to break this lows to continue. So I've halved my stop loss now. If it comes back to entry, I'm going to consider closing half here because we're at 5-minute resistance. Could actually be a break-even spot if you want to be more on the aggressive side, as we shouldn't really need to do much at this spot. So yeah, reduce stop loss there. We need to break this 15 high first. This is important to break the 15 high. 15-minute candle closes here in 55 seconds. If we can't close strong bullish here, then this is not looking good. We need to close strong bullish here. We need to close strong bullish here. So we'll see here in 46 seconds what we can do. Ideally, I wanted this 5 to close above the resistance. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, candle opened here, no top wick. I expect it to make a top wick. So I'm going to let it make a top wick and then manage based on its top wick. Alright. Price making a top wick, I don't expect it to reflip, so I'm going to be moving stops to break even here. This is because we're closing with rejection. I don't expect price to reflip here. If it reflips, I don't feel confident in this position. So I'm just going to be sitting at break even right here, right? Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't reflip and break lows and then I'm stop break even. This is going to be the plan here. Would be a bit boring. We just need some volume to come through here and just push straight through these highs. That's going to continue us. Otherwise, I feel with double rejection here, we're making lower highs. We can pull back here. Trade could end up failing. Oh, come on. Oh, almost at my entry. My entry is literally where the 1 minute low is. Let's see where this 1 minute, yeah, this 1 minute low. If it breaks that low, then that's going to be me tapped. That's going to be me tapped. And I'm still holding. Can we survive it? There's a vision. There's a vision. There's a vision, guys. Oh. Okay, that took me out with spread. When that jumped down like that, I think spread pumped up a little bit. I got taken out with spread there. So that's me out, break even on this position. Yeah, maybe I should have. I thought there was a vision there, but yeah, maybe I should have given a little room just in case this comes. But yeah, that's me out, break even on this position here. So was worth the shot here, but I don't like how this is closing with rejections. It's just not giving me confidence. I rather this pull back now. And then we take an entry based on the pullback here, right? That would be better for me. If this literally just taps my entry like this and flies, I would survive the first one, but didn't survive the second one. Survive the first, but not the second. Harry, how to move your stop loss fastest on MT5? Just drag and drop. It takes 1 second. Literally the same way I drag and drop my position on screen, the same way I do it on MT5, just with my finger, drag and drop. That simple. So yeah. I should have put it a little bit looser. What happened to my screen? You're on mobile phone, you can also do it on MetaTrader. You can also do it on MetaTrader. No way it's gonna do this. Yo! Yo! Well, some of you guys are still in, so stayed because of potty. Yeah, that's good. I mean, yeah, if you survived it, I should have given 1 pip room. 1 pip room. But GU spreads are normally really tight. Very tight spreads on GU. Very, very tight spreads on GU. What was target? I think your target, first target will be 30-minute resistance here. Second target's going to be the 1 hour resistance. 1 hour resistance up here is going to be second target. I'm still in though. Yeah, if you're still in, guys, now just be at break even, right? Be at break even. Broker just wanted to knock you out. Yeah, was scared. Was scared. I actually put big size on this. First big size I put. This was really big size. Full margin? No, not full margin. Not full margin. 7 lot on this trade. Nice. I put a 20 lot on this. I was sweaty, bro. Risked about 1.7 on this. Beginning of month. Yeah, man. A 15 lot with 200k. Yeah, I went big boy today, bro. Big boy pants. Probably why I was so aggressive with break even. If I had to think why, it was because of that. But I just can't take the risk, you know. That's why you put BE fast, probably. Probably why I was exact BE as well. It has something to do with it, of course. Technically did not break 1 minute low. No, it didn't. But I put break even tight. I put break even tight. So yeah, if you guys are still in, then B break even now makes sense for me. If not, then you can manage this trade, right? You don't have to lose. This trade you can manage with any 5-minute closing below support here. Any 5-minute closing below support, manage. Very simple. Right? Because that's if you do want to take some form of loss. If you don't want to take any loss, then just manage break even. Because really it should be going once it breaks this high. I don't see a reason for it to keep pulling back. Right? That's how it is. Well, this makes me feel better because probably, unless it did it again, I'm gonna be out break even. Look, it respected. This is a very special zone, right? It's not breaking this zone. I'm telling you, put stop loss like this, except like maybe a small tiny loss, because this zone is a key here. This zone is key. Man, that was looking good. Yeah, just no continuation there. What did we end up seeing? Seeing about 5-6 pips here. And that was about it. Now you should really be full stopped out break even I won't be, you know, maybe. I don't know. This zone is nuts. This 1 minute zone is nuts. There's some sort of, I'm telling you, banks are watching my stream. They have my same entry as me there, and every time it comes back, they just add more orders. Add more orders. Harry, no good setups in any pairs. I think this was a great setup in my opinion, just no follow through. No follow through in this setup. So in my opinion, it was a good setup, just no follow through. No follow through in my books here. But this zone, I'm telling you guys, this zone is amazing. I do feel we might break through. Look at this zone, guys. This zone is nuts. I've never seen a zone like that actually hold. And of course it has to be right at my entry. This is probably a day that I could have held maybe like a, how big is this stop here? Oops. Let's see. 2.3 pips. Yeah, maybe worth to lose 2.3 pips, but that's like 400 bucks. Geo is many times like this, very stubborn randomly. Remember when I was saying, bro, look at this times? Yeah. What a zone. What a zone. Maybe consider just leaving managed stop loss on this for my improvement. No break-even plan. It was last minute decision. Put in my journal though. Have to journal it. It's actually a 5-minute entry. It was a buy. Say this is set up 2 on 5. Man, this is a little bit painful. 41. I hate when that kind of happens, to be honest. I guess big size put me off. Yeah, it's annoying. High chance this should at least hit TP1, which is this 30-minute. TP2 is up there. Loving old experts, yeah, but they're just following my trade but decided to hold, right? That whole idea was mine, plan was mine, everything was mine. No one would have seen 5-minute retest entry as an option, but now they're gonna come in chat and act like an expert, right? Yeah, now this gives plus thunderstorm. Yeah, this is beautiful. Full TP hit. Yeah. I think I might lower my win rate and start accepting full losses instead of break-evens. Unless there's a major zone to go break-even at. Like a 30. Not just a random break-even. Yeah, for sure. Oh man, with this size? Fuck. This is a 2K trade, man. That would be nice. Yeah, trading's tough, man. This is why I don't like to push risk too hard. Always fucks me up. But I had to do it. Take parses at least. Well, this was TP1. This is TP2, max TP. So this is considered a TP, but you know, that's the trade there. Am I greedy if I want more of a push? Depends if we can blast through this zone. Question is, are you trying to recover your DJ loss? That's my question to you. That's my question to you. Right? If I were to assume, I'm trying to, no, I'm asking you honestly, emotionally, are you trying to recover the loss and make more money? What's the reasoning? Yes, somewhere deep inside always. Well, there you go. So instead, remove that and just see what the fuck price is doing right now. Is there a reason for you to close right now? Are you happy with the profits? We have reached the target, then take. If not, then hold, because nothing is happening right now. Guy, what do you mean there's another trade in GJ? Have you seen this shit? Where's the trade? It's a piece of crap. Stuck in the range. Alright, sometimes it happens. Of course, I'm not new to this game. Don't worry. It's just a good trade. This was something I planned and I put good risk, and I'm very proud of myself taking that big risk. But you know, this is like the fish that got away, but this is a big fish, you know, because this really was something I've never done before, you know. And GU has nice tight stop loss, and I knew I could manage here. So realistically, I'm only risking. So my whole idea for going big risk on this was that I'm only risking 5 pips, right? 5 times 20 lot is 1,000, so I could just risk 1,000 worst case scenario. If I get an FU candle, hey, that sucks. I've taken a bit of a big hit. But, you know, we're moving on later into the year where I can afford that. It's going to put me break even a little bit. It's not going to put me a little bit almost at break even for basically the month. But I could afford it for sure, you know. So it's just annoying because this is something that really followed my plan here, you know. And this is something that I picked out quite nicely, the 5-minute retest with the 30-minute wick fill. So I just a little bit gutted myself, you know, at the way that I handled this. You know, but I guess it plays a role, you know, pushing big risk. I really didn't want to go into drawdown on it. This is what I'm telling you about pushing risk, is that it will affect my performance. So this is why I'm trying to get to a standpoint where I really don't care. But yeah, this is something I need to yeah, I'll reflect on that for today. You know, see how I could have done better. Held that a bit more, because you know, if I look at it, I think I'm a bit stupid because I trust my ideas, I trust my trade, I'm very confident with my trade. So why? My question to myself is why? And the reason why is because, hey Harry, did you want to hold drawdown on that risk? No. So what should I have done instead? Close half. Close half, right? But this is all things you notice after you take the trade, right? This is all things you notice after you take the trade, because in the moment, you know, you're a bit of adrenaline running. No matter how much of a good trader you are, you know, you have a bit of that. Exactly, Didier, exactly, you know. But then at the same time, you're a bit greedy and you're like, you know, come on, I want to hold full risk. But yeah, on to the next, guys. On to the next. No problems at all for me. If you held, then yeah, TP1 was hit. Otherwise, we are not doing anything at the moment. Bit of an FU candle coming through here. Unfortunate to see an FU candle, those holding to full TP. But might need more structure. So about 8.7 pips here. In my opinion, I think you're a little scared of drawdown. There's no logical reasons to support Y move BE in doubt. GU is not really my main pair. And I know that GU could just flip here, close bearish back in the range. and continue this long term. You said to look at higher time frame. If I look at higher time frame, we have not even created a daily support yet. We have not created a daily support yet. 4 hour has not created any higher low or broken structure. We are just in a W pattern potentially at the moment. So higher time frame says down. Higher time frame unfortunately says down. You know? But this is no big deal for me. Like, you know, this is really no big deal for me. What I'm very happy with is my strategy absolutely rocked today and worked very well. Like, who's picking out positions like this in the market? Not many people. And this is just me being transparent, right? Being transparent of okay, what has happened? Because I know the next time I take this trade, I'm going to make money. Because what happened in this trade, there was money. It's not like we took a trade and it was total bullshit. This was a great trade. But my personal results, now anyone will, you know, will just call this trade a win. But in terms of my personal result, that's what happened. You know? So, and I knew that was a mistake, but okay, I'll take it, you know? I'll take it. And that's it. It's pretty straightforward. See what's going on here. I don't understand this trade entering without a close, right? You're just entering randomly. TP is okay, you know, at the top of this 5 minute. Normally 5 minutes not really. You need to enter on the close. You need to enter on the close and break of the high. You know, your entry needs to be a little bit higher because you entering here makes no sense, because what if this just ended up going straight to stop loss? You would have lost. You know? Discipline, particularly when it comes to money management and risk. If you're focusing on mastering one currency pair, do you maintain a constant lot size throughout your trades? Not always. Like, normally, yes. But now we've seen so much differences in JPY, right? We've seen so much differences in JPY, big candles coming into the market. I had to adjust lot size, of course, right? When you see big candles, watch this zone hold again. Watch this zone hold. In my opinion, it was good decision. Rejected 2 times and retested our entry. Yeah, but maybe the point is that there's either no BE, right? So only area to actually logically go BE was this 30 minute, which we know is a problem. So I would be BE right now, or just accept the managed loss. That's it. So it was, I think it was overall a good trade, you know, it did make sense overall, and that's what's more important to me. I use 1 minute, yeah, I don't use 1 minute, right? You can't just keep switching, changing type frames because you want to get into a move, right? 5 minutes is not even confirmation. If we look at Euro USD right now, where's the confirmation of that trade? Was 50 minutes set up 2 wick fill. 30 minute not really giving you any idea here. 1 hour time frame is the actual only reason your trade played out, is because of that 1 hour close above. So in totality, if you were just going to take a trade, you're better off just taking stop loss below here, target next zone, and there you go. That's a 1 hour trade. Really nice stop loss as well on the 1 hour. You have about a 6.2 pip stop loss. Very simple. You know? So that's why your trade played out. Your trade didn't play out because of the 1 minute. So I would really recommend focusing on the actual time frame that caused your trade to play out. In this scenario, it was the 1 hour closing above. You don't have that close above on 1 hour. This 30 minute would have done you dirty, and you would have flipped and gone straight to stop loss, which is not good, right? Always frustrates me. All good. Anyways, make sure you leave a like on the stream for that breakdown and analysis. I think that was a good breakdown, good analysis, good trade option, and definitely one that we'll be taking in the future again and again and again, and actually winning on it. So both ways, I think I would have been break even. I would have probably pushed for my 1-to-1 here, not closing at entry, and I should have gone break even. So both ways, I think I'm ending this trade break even. I don't think I would have secured TP1, as I would look for at least 10 pips out of this trade here. So make sure you leave a like for that information. Get the likes up to 300, and this is what we do here. We do on point, transparent trading, and, you know, This is just good. Hi, why every time after you win, you call it for stream, and after you lose, you keep searching? Because I've done my job, right? I've done my job. If I win a trade, then that's my job done. I've paid myself for the morning. I don't have to search for anything else. I've paid myself for the day. Right? I paid myself for the day. Now, if I lose, then it's obviously not pushed in the direction that I thought it was going to push, right? If I lose, it means that it didn't go up. So there's still an opportunity for price to go up because my analysis said that price should go up today, let's say, or price should go down today. So if it went the opposite way and I got stopped out, it means that the move is not over if my analysis is correct. Right? If my analysis is not correct, then it means that, then that's it. And that was it, man. That's just how it's been, you know. Now I don't know what it wants to do, price. This is where like an intrusive thought comes saying buying your same entry without the confirmation. So this is where it gets dangerous because you're like, oh, I'm back at entries. Maybe I should just buy right now, put stop loss below my here, and then just see if I get back up here. Yeah, it's a great idea, but it's different confirmation because you've hit first target. You know, so now you're starting to play with fire, right? Exactly, Shah. Yeah, got tested already, right? I'm happy, really. Deep down inside, satisfied with that position. I think it was great. Harry, get off GU. That's not your main pair. Stop hunting it. Try to figure out how you can adapt to take an entry in gold and GJ. There should be at least one opportunity in the next 1 hour. Bro, just piss off, if I have to be honest. I'm sorry, bro, but just piss off. Like, come on, man. You guys really are super funny, man. Sometimes you get me, you know? It's like, Harry, take a trade, please. Listen, stop trading GU, bro. Stop taking trades. Just don't take a trade. I love it though. Nah, but you don't realize that I used to trade GU as well, and if GJ is shit, look at GJ today. It's in a range. Please tell me, do you see any clear setups on GJ? People have lost today on GJ because of it being in a messy range. I'm not gonna put. Look how clean GU was. Yes, we had a very nice clean range here, 30-minute. Of course I'm gonna take it. It works the same. I trade price action. Right? Bro, you're the one that said it wasn't your pair? Yeah, I haven't traded it for a while, but doesn't mean I can't add it. So I can get more opportunities. Still means I can make profit on it. Right? Still means I can make profit off it. Are they the trading police? Seems like it. Like, why can't I add different pairs? If I wanted, I could add, indices if I even wanted, right? Because that's the beauty of being a trader, is I can trade what the hell I want. But it depends. Depends if I need to. If I see GJ today has no opportunity, which I didn't see any GJ, I think he just said it in a wrong / awkward way. Yeah, I think, but you know, he knows that. You know, when you're typing the message, this guy is not new to the chat. Like he's saying, stop hunting it, you know. Try to figure out how you can adapt and take an entry in this. Why should I adapt if another pair has my entries? You know? Because this would follow a plan that doesn't follow my plan, right? If I was to adapt, it would not follow my plan. Hey man, is the group open? You can join through the website here, guys. Anyone who's wanting to join, it's through the website. Oops. All information's here. I'm not going to talk about it. You guys can go ahead and check the website because everything's on there. Watch this video. This is the place to be, man. Private network of traders. We get NY chat room, all of that good stuff. So yeah, make sure you just check the website. I don't want to talk about it because I've done it so much. Harry is far from chasing trades. What happened here is he spoke about himself. It's called projection. Yes, but I'm not scared to talk about myself. Jeez, bro, I'm sorry. Damn, I was not trying to come out as rude and shit. Just been waking up to your stream past 3 months and leaving like every day. Thank you, brother. Thank you. No, but if you read back your message, you'll understand. You know? Can't forget the Sunday group only fan content with the exclusives. Oh, yep. That's secret, though. That's secret. It's just the way you said it, man. Sometimes, you know, you're speaking to me through chat. I don't know how you mean it. So you have to be careful. Because I'm going to reply to you straight. You know, I'm not going to beat around the bush, as they say. I'm going to reply to you straight. You know, gold also pushed through our zone here. We couldn't take a trade. So GU for me today was an amazing option. I've been watching you stream since last year, January, waiting. Thanks for changing my trading. Oh, you're welcome. Amazing, best coach ever to share transparency, real consistent practice. Yeah, I mean, what am I, you know, this is just the name of the game. I will make mistakes like this. I have more trades to come, more options. And look, even if to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, guys, my original stop loss here was like 1.7k risk, right? If we look at that big boy risk, somewhere here around 10 pips, okay? This was peaked at 9 pips. So I really needed a little bit more, but real break even should have been there. Maybe I close half here because of the big lot size, but I'd have to see during the time. So overall, it wasn't like we missed the biggest push of the day or there was no follow through. I promise you, more volume, this shit's getting follow through. Now, what's nice, guys, is if this pulls back, create setup 2, go again. Right, go again, setup 2. So I'm looking forward to that, you know. The idea that I want you guys to take out of this is look at the position we take. Did we lose? No. Was it a good position? Yes. How much drawdown did we hold? Like 0.5 pips? Like, come on. Very accurate entry. We didn't FOMO into the buys when it closed above strong. We waited for the pullback because we said there's no structure. Once we waited for the pullback, we basically got a perfect retest entry, and then that's it. Markets trolling? Yeah, just a bit of calm after the storm, right? Still giving us setups, but it's just a calm after the storm, right? Had a bit of a heavy, you know, heavy beginning of the week. One of the biggest crash for the yen and all of that stuff. So not yen, but the yen, Japanese stocks, and a biggest increase in the yen markets. So we're just seeing the after effects of that. Gold today is trying to make a decision with US employment data. GJ, as I said, was a mess. Right, I said GJ was a mess. And it was, right? Like, I don't see any options. Is there any video on that type of trade? I can break it down for you guys. This is more of a... Think about it like this. Check this out. So, 30-minute was the plan we wanted to close above from the beginning of the day, right? We wanted 30-minute to close above from the beginning of the day. Did we tap that 30-minute resistance we had here? Did we tap it on this close? No, right? We didn't reject anything. So technically, did we close above? Yes. Does it follow the plan? Yes. Based on 30, is it a valid trade? Yes. But what was the problem? That we couldn't take the trade is we had no 5-minute structure. That's why we didn't want to take this 15-minute impulsive trade towards the upside, because look at 5-minute, it's just green candles, right? At that time that the 15 closed above, it's just green candles. So now what happened? You got the 30 close above. When you dropped to 5, look what 5 did. 5 came back, retested the range, creating structure, and gave us a perfect, like I said, engulfing bullish candle close. It's exactly what we wanted, an engulfing bullish candle close. So now we have structure. Now we have the 30 close above. 30 close above is setup 1. Now we have engulfing bullish candle close. We can rely on this structure to hold, to continue up. Boom. That's what we got. Right? Now it tapped the 30-minute zone. Now it's a question. Will we continue? Will we not? Does that make sense? Great. So that's how you can replicate that again. And if you do that again and again and again, you're going to win more times than not. Hello, sir. I just opened your YouTube channel and I found you can explain your main time frame and your trading style, please. Well, maybe if you just open my YouTube channel, then you're going to find a library of amazing videos that explain exactly that. If you want to hear more about time frame, right, then I recommend you watch my time frame video, which I did make recently. I remember, I can't keep track. Oh, there we go. Best time frame. After trying 5 time frames in Forex, this is the best one. 8 minutes of your time. 8 minutes of your time. And the only thing I ask back is just a subscribe. That's it. You can leave a like as well. That's not bad. That sometimes helps, you know. You know, I've noticed around the place people are struggling to trade this type of price action these days. And it's interesting to see, you know. I wonder how the guys with the indices are doing. Let's see what they'd be looking. They're probably taking sells right now, if I would have to assume. That 5. In sells, I told you. What did you take? The 30-minute setup 2, or did you take from this 15 close below? I'm assuming the 15 close below. I think this is too early. This is too early, this one here right now. The first one. But this 15 close below in DAX is pretty good, to be honest. Nice 1-minute structure continuing. Should be able to fill somewhere down here. How much is that? 320 points, like 32 pips, right? Interesting. I'm not gonna leave a like till you keep skipping my message. Oh, well, I skipped your message. I didn't skip your message, so I can't. You can't leave a like, unfortunately. You can't leave a like. Look at this mess on GJ, man. What a mess. Why do you think gold has been so trash the last couple of days? Hasn't been too bad, man. Hasn't been too bad. Some good volume came on gold yesterday for continuation yesterday. Where am I? Oh, I'm on 5 minutes. I'm thinking, why the hell I can't see it? Some good volume here came yesterday. New York range. It's just about picking positions, you know? Like trading in here, not going to work. Trading in this range, not going to work. Trading outside the range works. Trading these pullbacks works. Closes below, this all works. So it's just about picking what spot to go in, right? Just being a little bit more clinical of what spot. Remember also, this is calm after the storm here in the markets, right? Hi, when did you move to Dubai? I moved to Dubai in 2001. Do you have videos about drawing your levels? I do. And what were you doing about before 2001? I don't know, do the math. I was a vision, Claudio. The vision. I did the math, that's how I'll ask you exactly. Met with Raja. Don't think he wants to meet with me. Don't think he wants to meet with me. Look at that. Did you even get to secure, Claudio? Or you just went break even? Yeah. No follow through, man. I think you made the right decision though. I'm happy with that. That's huge progression. Normally you just not have the guts to close. But bit frustrating seeing P&L up here, right? And then for this to come back. Honestly, based on 5, it was looking good, broke the high. And then once it comes back below, it's like, okay, now it doesn't make sense to close, right? Because it's not enough. So I get it. Is it hard? I want to get a green card. There's no such thing as green card in Dubai. I'm a resident of Dubai, but not a citizen of Dubai. They don't give citizenship out. I still hold British passport. Not second time like you, but I think I made a mistake though. Too early for me. There was no real reason. What did we tap? This, I'm looking at it logically. I really need to go down hard on that. Is it hard to get in? You need a visa, man. You can come as a tourist, no problem. But to get to live here, you need a visa. You need to get a job, open a business, whatever. Why do they not give citizenship? Because their population of locals here is actually very small. And you know, they don't want to mix that you know, citizenship, you know. They want to keep it close-knit circle, I would say. I do believe in the future to certain individuals they will be giving citizenships, especially for individuals who are going to represent the country in good light. And that's what they want to avoid, right? What's your nationality? You don't look Brit. I'm Brit. You want to see my family history? Type my last name in Google. Sharp. We have a movie series on our family history. They made, since our family history is so interesting, we're big war history, right? So fictional British soldier, Napoleonic Wars, right? So basically we went to lots of countries, Spain, all of these countries, had some action with the woman there, and then ended up with me down the line. Ended up with me, cocktail, basically, cocktail. You know? Telling you, legendary action we do. But actually, Sharp Clan, if you look at Sharp Clan, we're actually Scottish. Is Sharp your real surname? Of course it is my real surname. My name is Harry Sharp. I'm the OG, man. You can check my ID. I won't show my ID, but you know, that is my name. What's your last name? Fuck's sake. You tweaking? I'm being serious. I'm being serious. I'm not lying. Why would I lie about this? How does that benefit me in some way? Your ancestors were warriors. You're here trading? Well, I think I represent them in good light. I'm not some pansy, you know, watching porn 6 times a day. Like most of the guys these days. Went out here. What's this? FTSE. Oh, bit of UK 100. Yeah, nice little close below here. With a pullback as well to keep stop loss above. Key level a little bit as well. Why not just put stop loss 1 inch above the candle high is my question. I thought trade sharp means to trade sharply. It does. That's the caveat, right? That's why I used it. RR? Yeah, but what if it wicked to retest this resistance? Like here, you see how this retest came to the support? What if it wicked to retest the resistance, but stopped you out? Boom. But if you put your stop loss above the wick, which is a tiny difference, would have been much better, man. Just in case. Just in case. Because that trust me, you're telling me the truth that this is going to change much of RR from here to here. So you're telling me your excuse from here to here is RR? Like, come on, let's be serious, man. Just take the extra loss here, you know? Keep the same risk and take the extra loss. You know, it's too much of an excuse. Alright, GJ trying to break down now, finally. Broke below 4-hour lows. 1 hour. 30-minute close below. So my sells are going to come below this area here for me. Yeah, GJ did wake up, but no entries for me at the moment. GU as well, dumping back down. Retrace that whole move. So I guess we got out at the right time, to be honest. Gold also starting to retrace as well. Yeah. Perfect. I'm gonna go head off from stream now. I appreciate everyone showing up. I think this is a really educational session today. Unfortunately, we couldn't hit TP on the GU trade, but great trade nevertheless. Followed the plan, followed all the ideas. Now for GJ sells, you know where my selling zone is. I can't sell anywhere else. This is not even an option for me back into 4-hour support. We saw the opportunity there. Right now, this is pushing down. I want to see structure below. That will take 30 minutes or so. Probably, yeah, 30 minutes. 1 hour close on top of that. Only then will I consider trying to sell GJ. 5 minute has no structure. Same type of idea with GU, but the opposite way around. Look at it like this, right? We're just pushing up straight. No real structure here at the moment. So we want to see this, right? We wouldn't buy into resistance. We'd want to buy above resistance, right? So that's going to be the plan here. That's going to be the plan, is to buy above resistance. To fill the wick and potentially continue. Man, this looks so much better. I hate selling. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. Appreciate everyone showing up. Catch you guys hopefully soon. With that being said, guys, take care, trade sharp, and have an amazing day. Don't go do anything stupid. That being said, peace. See you all. Hopefully see you soon. Peace.